A great logo is the face of your business, YouTube channel, or personal brand. But you don't need to spend hundreds of dollars hiring a graphic designer or struggling with complicated software. Today I'm going to be showing you how to create a clean, modern, and memorable professional logo using Canva, completely free. So to get started, you want to head over to Canva and you want to log in into your account. It's totally for free, so you can create an actual account really easily. In the search bar, you can type the element that says create, or you just needed to type the word logo. Directly here into the element that says logo, you can set a custom size of one of thousands of pixels for any even higher resolution master file. Having a perfect square aspect ratio is critical because almost all the social media platforms allows the business directors to display profile logos inside an actual square or circular frames. So you want to select the element that says the logo. Now, we're going to be using the artificial intelligence to make something really unique, easily, and amazing. There's three ways of how we can actually generate an actual logo. The most easiest one that everybody uses into Canva is using an actual template. So when you generate an actual logo editor, into the left section you have the element that says templates. And enter template, the only thing you need to do is just write the kind of logo you're actually looking for. Let's say, for example, that I'm looking for let's go for market logo, something like that. And speaking about marketing, here, for example, I have market, different logos. So the only thing I need to do is to select the logo that I liked the most. And you can see that usually we have two versions of the logo. The one that appears into bright and the one that appears into dark. I strongly suggest you to try out that your logo looks great in both bright and dark backgrounds. So when I select my actual template, automatically here I have the elements that I can start editing. For example, the element that says farmers market of organic products. Let's say I'm going to go for EasyTech solutions daily, something like that. And you can see that automatically the format has not been correctly been added. So in here I just type, for example, EasyTech. Something else that we can do into my actual image is that I can edit, for example, the formatting into the upper side. Here I have the different tools that I can use to edit, for example, here the actual text. So I'm going to make this a little bit much more smaller so this can be fitted into my actual logo. So you can see it doesn't look that bad. Here, for example, I have this image that I think I'm not going to be using it right now, so I'm going to be deleting this and I'm going to be replacing this. Let's see, for example, for something different that is accurate with my logo, or in this case, for example, my enterprise, which in this case, for example, could be like a mock-up or a graphic of a phone, something like this. This is not like the best solution, but this is just an example of what you can actually do with the templates. The second way how you can generate logos is by doing this manually. And by doing manually is you can go directly here into the element that says generate, here into elements. And here into elements you can start by adding, for example, like a circle. And this is, for example, that you can be taking your time to add shapes, elements, and you can be taking, it's going to be taking, of course, a lot to generate your own logo, but this is like the manual way to do it. So in this case, I'm going to be generating something like really easily, just as an example of what you can actually do with the manual version. So as you can see, this is my actual simple easiest logo ever. So I just centered it and put it directly inside here. I can change the actual colors like this, and well, basically that's the most easiest way. And the third one, which is my favorite, is by using the Canva artificial intelligence. When you open a new page, you can go into the element that says applications and look out for the magic media. If you don't find this, you can always click inside here where it says magic media. Usually appears directly into the left panel. If not, it usually appears into apps. You just go for apps, go for search, and go for magic media. Inside here, this is the actual generation of the of images. So basically you don't have to do a lot. If you have used for example, ChatGPT, you have used Gemini or Cloudy, for example, you can start by generating an actual prompt of what you're trying to aim for. For example, I have a modern professional logo for a sushi restaurant with a fresh tropical beach vibe. And when I send my prompt, usually I go for some more specifications. For example, use vibrant colors like these, all of these colors. Feature the clean sushi icon with subtle wave or palm inspired elements. I asked for a flat vector style bold, memorable, plain, colorful, simple, scalable, and the most important thing, a white background. And this is going to be really important because it's going to be focusing only and purely into the actual logo and not into the actual background. Now inside here, I always like to go for the element that says, I believe it's called Define Art. You can go for watercolor, color pencil, playful, gradient, anime, 3D, moody, high flashed, and so much more. So let's get started with something like the concept art and go for generate the image. Really important to choose the element that says square. It's going to be giving you 4 different elements, 4 different images that you can choose to totally for free. When you generate your actual logo, for example, let's say this one, what I'm going to be doing here is just to click directly inside here, import it and put it into the actual full image. The reason I'm doing this is because what I can do next is to choose the element that says background remover. When I remove the actual background, the next thing that I can do is to change the color background for something black or dark. If this one looks correct and really accurate, basically my logo is more almost ready to export. Now the last thing I will be doing is to go once again into applications. Let's add the actual text. Usually I go directly into my applications and go for the type lettering. The type lettering is one of the most great ways to add this kind of text. For example, here where it says super rate, I'm going to be adding EasyTech, for example, like this. This is my actual font and I can choose the different colors. In my case, I believe that this one actually works for me. So I'm going to be adding, for example, this kind of logos. There we go. And the last thing I can do, for example, is to add, for example, the color background. So I select a new background color, I pick a new color, and boom, there we go. It doesn't look that bad actually. I'm gonna make this a little bit much more bigger. There we go. Here is my actual logo. So as you can see, it's not that hard to generate this kind of applications and logos with the actual Magic Media. Now, for example, if I choose where it says Magic Media, I can go for the element that says generate again, just in case you didn't like the actual logo generation. It's going to be giving you something a little bit much more professional and easier to use. I can even use the element where it says concept art, delete it and go for something more psychedelic, just to, let's say, to look out for something much more approachable, like this, for example. But that's really depending into the kind of logos that you're trying to aim for. In my case, I'm going to stick around with this one because this actually looks really awesome. If you wanted to generate more elements and put it directly into your logo, for example, let's go for something like Cosmos. I go for graphics and I just select this element and put it somewhere around here, positioned to the back. It looks a little bit, well, maybe too much for me, but this is just an example of what you can actually do. And if you still wanted to use, for example, the artificial intelligence with the generation, the full generation of the image, we are having to add your own text, your own background. Usually I do exactly the same thing. Let's go for the same Magic Media element, but instead of going with the Magic Media, I'm going to go straight directly into Canva AI from the actual dashboard. I click directly here into the left circle that says Canva AI. I choose Imaged, Ultra, 101, and a pop art. I send my actual submission of the image, and it's going to be as before. It's going to be generating us 4 different images ideas that we can choose in order to edit directly into our editor of the actual Canva. We just need to wait a few seconds to see what we actually currently got. And as you can see, here is my first approach, the second approach, here's the third approach and the last approach. So almost everybody looks exactly the same. They're almost the same, but I think like the best one for me is this one because the sushi actually, it looks really awesome. So I gotta go for the element that says open into the editor. So when I choose the element that says open into the editor, you can see that here it is my actual logo, and it doesn't look that bad. So what I can do now is to select, for example, here the logo background, and I can change this for something a little much more different. But I'm gonna stick around with only the white version. It doesn't look that bad. So there you go, guys. Actually, it doesn't look that bad. We have two different versions. I believe that this one looks a little bit much more professional, but you can be choosing which one fits for you the best. So guys, once again, hopefully it was a very useful information for you guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you want to see more great tools like this, thank you so much for watching. See you guys next time.